What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's
He's straight
OGK
fooling.
You Gently and Merv Vizzle, I believe, are Broken Vessel Music. We appreciate you
Yeah,
for
I gotta
sliding
figure it
through.
out.
Um, Hey, super shout out to Merv, bro. It's Black History Month, so we bring you something a little different. This is OGK Open Door, hosted by OGK. But we're blessed to have this man with us, literally, because he is a gospel singer. Um, that's gonna come out in the edit. Broken Vessel Music, Merv. I'm not gonna go ahead and throw you at
Yeah.
Mervin. You know what I'm saying? He does use his government name more than I would. So go ahead and shoot him out, bro. He
Hey.
makes some wonderful songs. He gave me a disc back in the day. That's how long we've been dealing with each other, since like 2018.
Yeah.
So we go back far, far, far. Appreciate him for sliding through. Hopefully, this is the first of many he comes through. Hopefully, he's feeling really welcome that we're opening this door for this guy. You feel me? So, chat, make him feel welcome. Make him feel welcome. Let's do what it do. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and. Oh, where's my hand claps at? Oh, I think my hand claps are there. Hold on. There we go. We're gonna clap it up for him. We're gonna clap it up for him. We're gonna
Oh
cheer
no, no.
for Merv Vizzle, baby. For Merv Vizzle. All right, all
No, no, no,
right.
no, no, no.
And of course, you already know who it is. It's
Man, I'm happy to be
OGK.
here.
Threes in the chat, baby. Threes in the chat. Hey, if you rocking with me, let's go. Hey, subs is super appreciated. Following is appreciated. Biddies is like titties. Everybody likes seeing them. You feel me? Everybody can enjoy a nice set, no matter the sex. You feel me? I know. Hey, but it is Black History Month, right? Right.
Yes,
Um,
it is.
and with that being said, bro, we got some new content coming on Throwing Up Sunday, some wrestling content. But it is February, aka Black History Month. We well past Valentine's Day. If you got your heart, you got your hearts. If you didn't, you didn't. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy Valentine's Day. Did you enjoy your Valentine's Day, Murph?
It was a quiet, uneventful Valentine's Day, but I
Hey,
got stood up.
oh damn, damn. I got some new hats.
So.
I got some new hats. Oh, and some tickets to go see Kid Cudi as well. So that's dope.
Oh, that's dope.
That's dope. That's dope.
Indeed.
Dope indeed.
Indeed.
Dope
Where's
indeed.
Vicky?
Um, yeah. So it's Black History
Yeah.
Month, bruh. So we gonna hop into it. And the reason why I reached out was there was this list that BET put out, right? And I listened to Jim Cornette, and Jim Cornette was actually talking about this list, and I was like, why is Jim Cornette talking about BET? And when we got to this list was kind of outlandish.
Mm.
Uh, um, so we gonna hit this list
This
up,
don't make no sense.
flip it around a
This
little
makes
bit,
no sense.
include some people that should be there, touch bases on some
Hmm.
stuff that they probably should have mentioned or I should have had some honorable mentions on, because some of these people literally is the lineage to the stuff that we're going to talk about. So hey Merv, you want to go
I'm
ahead
looking
and
for
pop
my dynamite to blow that list up.
your dynamite?
I say I'm looking for my dynamite so I can just blow that list up.
I'll blow that list up.
Just
Hey bruh,
completely, man.
it,
Just be
I felt it was kind of trash. I don't know what year that wrestling fan was born. I don't know how deep that wrestling fan went into it. Actually, you know what? Who the hell wrote this shit? Let's see who wrote this shit. Is their name on this list? Tyler Tynes.
Tyler Tynes, man. That was the first thing I looked at. I said, man, when was this list written? And then when I saw March 11th, 2025, I almost was mad you sent me the list in the first place. I was almost
I
a little
mean,
mad.
that was to get you furious. That was to get you going. That was to get you ready to talk. It was a method to the
Man,
madness. It was a method to the
you just
madness.
see the names go, and I just what? Why is it? Are you? Nah, there ain't no. What about? just over and over, and then just names and names and names, other names, and it's I think it was disrespectful to. Yeah, Lord, there were some names that didn't even. I think there were even promotions that the list was just disrespectful to us,
All
just
right.
downright dirty. Man, yeah. I'm sorry. What you got? I'm sorry.
I mean, let's run down a list real quick, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and run
Yeah.
down this list real quick, just to feel like what it is. First person, number 15, they got Jazz. How you feel about Jazz?
Jazz has no business being on this list. She has absolutely zero business. No disrespect to her whatsoever. They're just, I just think there are far too many other African American stars um, that that deserve it. They deserve it more. They have more of an influence. Um, yeah, she has to me. She has no business being on this list. Just that's dynamite stick number one, right next to Jazz, and just I
just
need some emojis, man.
you need some emojis, bro. We gonna figure out how to get something. So
need
Merv say, look, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it. And Jazz shouldn't be on the list. I just hit the wrong sign for you. All right. If you go back and watch it, there's gonna be some noises in this joint, bro. Some sound effects, a couple, working on it. All right. All right. Number 14, we got Shelton Benjamin.
Kind of difficult, but uh, I don't think he belongs. I don't think he belongs.
He never.
I go ahead. I'm sorry.
No heavyweight belt.
No heavyweight belt.
No heavyweight. No world title, bro. I'm just saying, like.
Not at all. And I think he was great. I think he still is great.
Yes. 25 years in, bro. 3 decades. And I feel like they just didn't give him the right push. So there's going to be some people on this list we feel like, potentially should be top 15. I may leave Shelton on this list, bro.
You might leave. See, I would take him out, and I would replace it. Oh, good Lord! I know we're not. I know we're supposed to be running the list down, but I honestly would throw a name in like primetime Elix Skipper. Like the primetime was done way too soon. He left the game early, like Barry Sanders. But I'm like, when I think of Shelton Benjamin was doing some of the things he was doing, Elix was already doing in TNA.
Okay.
And so, how can we? I go, how can I? Yeah, athleticism off the chain, off the charts. But how can I put Shelton on this list and not include someone like Primetime?
Okay.
You know what? How could I put Shelton on this list and not include Ron Killings?
See, Ron Killings.
By the way, was one of the first. Yeah.
NWH. I was gonna say R-Truth not being on the list, Ron Killings, whatever you want to call him, we all know who he is. Him not being on this list is blasphemy as well. So you know what I mean. That's somebody I would probably put on the list, and Shelton Benjamin could not be here.
Yeah. Okay. Let me revise. I'll say Shelton Benjamin number 15. He number 15.
Yeah.
Number 15 on
R-Truth. You know what I'm saying? R-Truth. Like, yeah. Hold on. Let's hit that list and then let's go over who we would put there instead. Naomi, number 13.
This was a tough one. But I also say doesn't belong. It was hard. I had thought.
I would say, bro. I would say she belongs, bro. I'm gonna say she belongs because think about it. She actually, state my case. Naomi has gotten the belt post butterfly belt era. So, which you know what? Which going back, bro, I went back and I was looking at like 80s tag team women's wrestling and WWF. Them girls was hitting, them women, them ladies was hitting hard. They was hitting hard. The butterfly belt, the whole attitude era post that when they was like looking and getting models, that's whenever female wrestling was trash. But whenever they actually had real women who wanted to wrestle, that shit was good. So Naomi post butterfly belt got multiple runs. If she wasn't pregnant right now, that new run she was on, it was hidden. I would say Naomi's going in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, 3 times. Yeah, I think she is going in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, she's 3 times. She was SmackDown Women's Champion, and then, wait a minute. Oh no, she was Tag Team Champion 1 time. Okay, yeah, so 2-time SmackDown Women's Champion, and then now wait a minute. Was that SmackDown? No, I don't know if that would include her most recent, because they're not called the SmackDown. They're not the Raw Women's Champion, SmackDown Women's Champions. They're like the Women's World Champion and the yeah.
I mean, she got her share of gold, but she also about a battle royale winner as well. You know what I'm saying? As well as she got her money in the bank as well. Like,
you know what? If she does deserve points for surviving, being a Funkadelic. She does get points for surviving that.
So you know what I mean?
Paid it off until oblivion.
Hey, bro, wasn't that her and Alicia Fox?
Man.
Was that her and Alicia Fox? Or was it not Alicia Fox?
It wasn't Alicia Fox.
Okay.
I want to say around that time, Alicia Fox was doing the crazy thing later. But no, it wasn't. Who was the other girl? Bro, I almost said B-Fab, but
whoa.
I think she went on to have like an okay mid-tier sort of thing in TNA, but yeah, no, Naomi was the one who was more successful. I think it's indicative by the fact that we don't even remember what her name is.
True.
But Naomi's still going. She's still doing.
I leave Naomi on this list. If she didn't get pregnant right now, her run may have been like Becky Lynch the Man. It was on its way up there.
Proceed with caution. I was curious about that for a minute. I was worried that it wouldn't take, but yeah.
It was taken.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
It was taken.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
She was hot as fuck. She was hot as hell.
She can say she's the best in the world.
She was hot.
In the world. Sports Illustrated says in Bleacher Report, and I can see Naomi saying, "Well, tell them that they need to proceed with caution," and that would be, yeah. I agree with you on that. Okay. 110%. I agree with you on that.
All right. So do she deserve to make the list?
So I was. Yeah, let's leave her on there. Let's leave her on there. That's we're doing Sheldon. We're keeping Sheldon. We kept Sheldon.
E minus Jazz.
Sheldon. Minus Jazz, and we kept Naomi.
All right, so next is Jacqueline, bruh.
Yeah. Yes.
Next is Jacqueline.
I say she deserves to be.
Oh, Jacqueline stays
in the attitude. Oh yeah, no question. The her ability to navigate the attitude era, not only being a black woman, but being a black woman, being an African American woman in the Attitude Era. That was a challenging thing. She had a physique that rivaled. And I was like, I didn't really people don't necessarily believe me, but I think I'm thankful. I'm blessed and having grown up with six sisters. Um, but like women's wrestling, like the
Mm.
Attitude Era stuff, I I flat out did not like the bra and panties matches and
Uh,
all those contests and stuff. To me, it took away from it detracted it that stuff detracted away. But in the midst of all that, Jacqueline again, she had a physique that would allow her to stand toe to toe physically with any woman there. If they wanted to go the route of of a bra and panties match or something along those lines, she had the figure to stand toe to toe with them.
and carry
And
the
so
rest
that
of the women because
she
she
was
carried a
competitive
lot of
with it.
women. She was carrying a lot of women in the
Yes, she
matches back
did.
in the day.
Yes, she did. She had a role. She kind of had the position that was like that, almost like that gatekeeper. Um, that if you're gonna get to the next level, you got to go. You gotta survive a feud or a short program with Jacqueline.
Yeah.
So
You know what?
yeah, two times
Jacqueline was
women's
like a,
champion.
she was like a modern day. She was like a natty back in the day. Like you knew you was gonna get a good match out of her.
There it is. Yeah,
Like you know what I mean.
I agree
So
with that.
Jackie's Trailblazer. That's like you know what I mean. To me, that's the definition of a strong black female wrestler from back in the day.
Yeah, you gotta be. You absolutely you absolutely have to be. I feel like she's one of the few names on this list that it was never a question,
Yeah.
never ever ever a question. Um, there are names that are not on this list that we agree it's disrespectful, but if her name was not on it, we're talking blasphemous.
Yeah.
To me, it's blasphemous if her name wasn't
Yeah.
there. So
Should she be top 10?
oh, oh, I might put her right at 10.
Touche.
I might put her right at 10.
Touche.
Kind of, yeah,
Touche.
yeah. She's right. Oh man, yeah, right there.
All right.
Oh, the next one. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's get the next one.
We got Big E.
I said no.
No.
I said no. And it
Mm.
really, I really think it comes down to, um, I think it ultimately comes down to his career is cut too short. I think it's what would happen. He makes me think of like again. I think Barry Sanders retired, but Barry Sanders willingly retired. It's in the NBA, you have cats like LaMarcus Aldridge, Greg Oden, these talents that these cats are special, and they're going to go far, and they're just going to be absolutely amazing. And then injuries, injuries just got them. And while they had multiple injuries, I think LaMarcus Aldridge had a heart thing, but unfortunately, Big E just flat out, unfortunately, it was his neck, and
I mean, and granted, I really didn't like Rich Holland after that happened. Anytime I saw him after, I was just like, and then I think he dropped Trick on his neck, and I was like, hey, that is not cool, cause you really didn't hurt a nigga by dropping him on his neck, bro. That is not cool. I do not like that. I did. Did you watch that NXT? Did you see that?
I didn't see that one. No,
Bruh, if you see
I didn't
clips,
see that
bruh,
match. But
it was like I don't even know if it was a match. I think he just came out and attacked him, and I just didn't like Rich Holland dropping Trick on his head. I was like, bruh, you already done hurt people. I do not like this. Hey, but I don't know. I may argue Biggie because you know what I mean. Even though short run, he still got a world championship run, right?
he
NXT
did.
champ, all right. Tag team champs a
Very.
gang of times. Money in the Bank
Mm-hmm.
winner. I mean, that's a lot of accolades.
That's a lot of accolades.
That's a lot of accolades. And when we get down to the next guy on the list, right? He don't have
Mm.
a world championship title singles.
That's true. However, what he does have carries weight not just in the WWE, but it carries weight across all of wrestling as a whole. It's his what he has to his name completely. It completely transcends. It transcends just WWE. It what he has cannot just be contained in WWE.
Uh,
It's I look at who's coming after Big E. I look at them. I look at him in the same category, honestly, as a Ric Flair. That they want to go 16 times, and Flair goes, if you count these other titles, I'm actually at 21. Y'all, let's not play this game. And so I to me, I just there's just this overwhelming sense of untapped potential, this overwhelming sense of
that's
what could
good,
have been,
bro.
especially with the transition from Vince to Triple H. I start thinking, it makes me think of guys like, Royce Keith's Powerhouse Hobbs who's coming in. It makes me think Oba Femi. Um, if Keith Lee had been able to stay and stick around, what would Trick Williams, what sorts of things
Oh,
would we have been able to see
oh, hey,
from,
hey,
yeah,
hold on. We gonna run it back. We gonna run it back. Hold on. We gonna run it back to Powerhouse Hobbs in a minute after we make it down this list, because
yeah,
I have something I want to say about that. Hey, the next dude we was talking about
okay,
though, where he said something he doesn't have. Devon Dudley was the next guy we were talking about. So Devon Dudley, right? Tag
yeah.
team champion every goddamn where. Everywhere.
Pennsylvania Unisex Beauty College Tag Team Champion. Uh, People create tag team championships
Everywhere.
to give them.
Like, you know what I mean? Everywhere. So, you know what I mean? As far as a tag team specialist, Devon's on this list.
No question. To me, no question. Are we keeping Big E
You put minus Biggie. So we're gonna
minus
talk
Big
about who
E?
you minus.
Okay.
Minus Jazz, minus Biggie. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Devon Dudley stays.
Oh, no question.
Devon Dudley
To me, no
stays.
question.
Okay. All right. Devon Dudley stay. Number 9, Bianca Belair.
Oh, she stays.
She stays. Now, question,
Yes, no
question.
question.
What if her
Yeah.
career was cut short right now? Because we ain't seen her in like 6 months, damn near. I think it's 6 months, 8 months. I don't know. It's been a very long time. I feel like,
It has been. She just had surgery
yeah,
for her. Yeah.
her knuckle.
If her career was cut short right now, I would still say yes, but only because of the influence that she has, um, and the connection that she has with African American girls, with little girls. Um, we look at Jazz and we talk about what she did in the Attitude Era. There are young girls who look at her and that resonates with them. They can come out here and be all American track star. We can do all of that. I can come out here, man. The EST, the roughest, the toughest, the quickest, the tough, the bit like it's such a young black women have such a hard way to go. And to be able to look on TV and see again chiseled feature, chiseled physique, power that man, and she's picking up, she's picking up Nia Jax, she's picking up, and doing it with seemingly the greatest of ease. Um, in wrestling, young black women and little black girls did not necessarily have someone that they could look up to academically, um, physically, the way they carry themselves, the poise, the ingenuity, the hard work, all that. They didn't have something in a package like this before now. And I
I,
promise you, when she came out and did WrestleMania, I'm saying I'm gonna hush up. Her WrestleMania entrance when she had the HBCU marching band out there,
Oh
That
yeah.
not since the Undertaker, not since the Undertaker, his entrance when he came out, and as he came up and he was walking out, and the black hands were like kind of gripping at his duster. Not since that WrestleMania entrance did I see an entrance that gave me that I got shivers. I got absolute shivers because to me it was like that is a statement that's gonna resonate far and wide. And then she came back the following year and had all those girls out there dressed up like her with her daughter out there too, I think it was. And it was like, we need that. And so if she stopped today, never came back today, to me that has a much greater impact than even Biggie.
Okay.
And I hush up. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm a Bianca Belair stan, bro. I rocks with her too. Like, I feel like
Fresh.
she's a total package. Uh, as far as physicality, she's beautiful, she's gorgeous. I was just talking earlier, I say she got those cakes, right? She got them cakes, but they don't be hanging out because she got little girls to be looking at her, bro. Like if she wanted to be walking
Yeah.
around yammed out, you know what I'm saying? She can have all the yams out, but I respect her in that just because
Yeah.
she has so many little girls, looking up to her, and the fact that she make her own stuff. So the fact that it's not
That's another.
out here being, super super sexualized, like she does have to have that sex appeal, like I said previously when he was talking off camera, but you know,
Yeah.
bruh, as far as what she brings, she's brought a lot. Like you said, just that energy of like I feel like she's like for little black girls, she's like AJ Lee. You know what I'm saying? For this generation. Like she's gonna forever resonate with a certain group of little girls. You know what I mean? Um,
That's
that's
it.
super dope. Super dope. So
And
Bianca
little
stays.
girls that get into wrestling. Yep.
I say Bianca stays. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Bobby
Oh
Lashley.
yeah. I'ma say I'ma say yes. But I will be honest and say there is a little bit of bias there. There's a little bit of personal bias there. Bobby Lashley went to my high school. He graduated high school with my cousin. He has records still hanging up in the halls at my high school. I actually got to meet him last year. At Juneteenth back in my hometown. Nope, 2024. Just the nicest dude. Um, but I see him as there's a little bit of that bias there.
Mm.
But I see him genuinely as the good lord. Oh my gosh. He's a Brock Lesnar. He's a type. He's
Yeah,
a type of Brock Lesnar.
yeah, yeah. He didn't get the Brock Lesnar
Just
push though.
a say what?
They didn't keep the Brock Lesnar push behind him though. He didn't get the same treatment. But Brock
Which is
left and became his name. Brock left, and when he got that UFC deal, it made his name a marquee name. So when Brock left, which very few people do when they leave and they come back and their name is more valuable without the WWE machine behind it. I feel like the WWE respects that a lot more. Hence a la Logan Paul. You know what I mean? If your name's already valuable, if your name is valuable and we can get you something, Bad Bunny, you know what I'm saying, Johnny Knoxville, if you can make it do some motions in the ring, we can make this work with you. You know what I mean? If your name is a marquee name.
Wait a minute. WWE appreciates that more, or Vince McMahon appreciated that more?
I mean, we got Speed. That was WWE. That was post. I mean, Bad Bunny was post
We
Vince
got speed.
McMahon.
We got speed.
Bad Bunny was post Vince McMahon.
Yeah,
I
but I
mean,
wonder what would what would Bobby Lashley be if what would Bobby Lashley be if Vince wasn't pulling the strings?
If you drop Bobby
what
Lashley now, if you would have took throwback Bobby Lashley and dropped young Bobby Lashley in now and have AEW and WWE interested in him, see, that's another problem. There was no other big promotions for Bobby Lashley really to go to and still get super paid. So, you know, and that whenever you know somebody can take this and do something with it, you're in kind of encouraging yourself to do more with it. When WWE is the only thing, the only one on this side of the hemisphere that matters, you know what I mean? You want to make sure that you keep them happy, or you know, whenever they're the only one that matters, you kind of like gotta just fall in line because you don't want to have to go overseas to Japan just to make a buck, like be traveling all over. Like you know, now that's the new thing to do. Like I guess it's like that rock star treatment. People appreciate it. And it's like just like Zack Ryder just did. Who else? AJ Styles did that. That's actually why WWE wanted AJ Styles. You know, if you go out and generate a buzz, if you're generating a buzz and you're willing to fall in line, you know, it kind of works. So Bobby Lashley stays.
He stays.
Okay. So
he stays.
Now, I almost have an issue right now because I feel like this man should be top 5. Ron Simmons, Farouk.
Oh, we keeping him. Keeping him. First ever multi-time tag team champion. First ever WCW, African American WCW World Heavyweight Champion. Yeah. We're talking making history.
And he's not top 5?
Oh, he's definitely top 5.
And
it's disrespectful that he's not.
And not to mention, let's jump back in our wrestling history because there's other motherfuckers going to be on the list. But I'm gonna talk about one of the reasons why I question him on the list a little bit. But The Rock was not over until he joined the Nation, which Farouk was over.
That's it.
So, you know, again, very, very instrumental with getting him over. When he had the Rocky Maivia, that did not work. But he fell in the line of Farouk, got some toughness, dropped that pretty boy he was doing with the hair just flopping, coming out spinning and shit. Looking like a prototype of the Usos. You know what I'm saying? 2013. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
they could have gave him Kip Wilson's theme music and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Bruh. So Farouk deserves to be on the list. Should probably be higher than number 7, I really believe. And I'm really we gonna probably both have the same situation. All right. We got Junkyard Dog number 6.
Yeah.
Do we have an issue with Junkyard Dog being on the list? JYD.
I do not. Oh. I go. Well, actually, let me say, oh, good Lord. JYD and Coco Beware.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who is the bigger star, because to me they're both history. In the golden age, in the Hulk Hogan era, and the Hulk Hogan age, I know that's when I came on. I remember watching Hogan slam Andre the Giant as a kid, and so Coco Beware and Junkyard Dog were right there for me. So I just gotta go. Who's the more accomplished one?
But see, Junkyard Dog was
whichever one is it in.
But see, Junkyard Dog was in that cartoon though. So the mass appeal and the more toys,
yes, he was.
Junkyard Dog sold as well. So you know, and he had super big angles back in the territory days before he got to WWF at the time. So, you know, you factor all that in, like Louisiana, JYD was God, like, you know what I'm saying? Well, I mean say it like that, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, you was.
You know what I mean? So, back in the day, whenever they thought he took his eye out, bruh. Like, come on, like, so when you go back to that, when you go back to that, man, it was Junkyard Dog. So again, but Coco Beware do got a Grammy.
Yeah. I, I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on that fan pulling out his mouse tool. He fell on the
Hey,
field.
hey, so hey, I was wondering where Coco Beware was too. You know what I mean? I was kind of feeling it.
Man.
Now, this next one is where we're gonna probably all just start. We're gonna all throw up a little bit. Top 5, Mercedes Moné breaking the top 5, aka Sasha Banks.
Man, I guess time for me to be hitting the old dusty trail. Oh no, wait, no, it's time for me to grab another stick of dynamite. That's what it is. Because I don't believe she has any business being on this list.
And hold on,
I don't believe
is there a reason why?
the well, there are two reasons. Um, the first reason is I don't believe she has the same influence, the same reach, the same impact as Jacqueline and Bianca. Um, I don't I think she's accomplished, but I don't think she carries the same um, yeah, that same impact. I believe there are a number of other women in the WWE and other promotions that could accomplish the same thing. That could represent some of the same things that she represents.
And she don't come off
Um,
as FBA. Be honest.
that's number two. It, it's I have no evidence to fully, I don't have enough. I don't have evidence to fully, to prove that. But it was before she began to lean into that. I had no idea. And at a certain point, it seemed like it became advantageous to her career to begin to lean into that and highlight that, which to me seems like it's, um, yeah, you did it out of convenience as opposed to truly embracing who you are. There are countless others who don't have the ability to walk into spaces and possibly be viewed as something different. They are. I think, because I'm black, man, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blackity black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blickety blickety black. They that's them, and um, yeah. So again, I don't have. I prefaced it by saying this, and I'm going to state it again. I don't have any evidence to prove that, but it seemed like it could have been done out of convenience and it helped her career, which I don't. If it helps in that business, it helps in that business. I don't shun her for getting ahead. Uh, However, being on this list, I believe that she has not earned that yet.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When I get into this with AEW fans all the time, whenever they be like Mercedes Moné, I be like, bruh, I like Naomi better. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like Athena better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, that's me though.
Yeah.
That's me. Sasha Banks to me
It
personally
was
too, and also whenever I watch her matches, bruh, she does a lot of moves that don't they don't land well. They don't. They're not executed well. So
gotcha.
I just that's personally whatever I watch him. You know what I mean? I don't know what everybody else be saying, but personally, I feel like she could simplify her moveset a little bit more and work on getting the moves that she do leading up to her finisher a lot better and a lot cleaner. That's just my personal opinion. So I'm just not. And to me, Naomi is better than me. So you know what I'm saying? I'll take some dark chocolate. I don't give a fuck. I'm not a colorist.
You're not. You're not a color.
And Kelly was the best one, Kelly was the best one in Destiny Child. Okay, we're gonna do that. It's Black History Month. Appreciate the chocolate sisters. Hell, you hear me?
Speak your truth. Speak your truth.
Speak your truth. All right, I'm gonna speak my truth. All right, next we got Mark Henry, number 4.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he deserves to be on the list.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I don't I don't believe he deserves to be top five, but he deserves to be on the list
I mean,
without question.
the impact though, the impact of a Mark Henry of to go and actually do strongman activities while he's still on the WWE roster and come back, and the feats he could
Yeah,
do. I mean, as far as like, I wouldn't want to see like if Farouk and if Ryan Simmons and Mark Henry was coming at me, I'd be scared. I'd be scared. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I
I know
cannot
both of them
tell.
could pick me up over their head, bro. What you gonna do,
I'm gonna die. That's what I'm gonna do.
bro? Look, hey,
I'm
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Hey, look, quick side note. I got a story, bro. A dude picked me up over his head.
Yeah,
We was in wrestling practice, right? It was this dude named J Bone, R.I.P. Jared
yeah.
Shagat. Hey, dude was dumb strong. Listen to the words I said. Dude was dumb strong, right? So follow me, Murph. So dude got me, and bruh, I didn't let him. I don't know how it happened. Dude picked me up over his head in the middle of we were going at a match, bruh. We was at practice in the middle of a practice match. Somehow, dude had me up
Yeah.
over his head. I did not let him. I did not guide him like we see WWE people do. I did not do it. He did it against my will. He picked me up. I've had that happen to me before. And then you know what the messed up part about it, bruh? The coach blew the whistle and this dude dropped me. He had me over his head. Dude was like 6'6". Do you know how high and bruh, I just fell. It was like, poof. Wind knocked out of me. Coach like, Beard, get up and run. I'm like, you just told him, you could have said put him down first, man. Like, damn.
You were falling in slow motion. When you are with
Yeah, bruh.
me, I'll freeze.
Hey, bruh. So Mark Henry gets a different type of respect from me. I don't know. I feel like he may be justified top five. Oh, who should be higher on the list? Are you following the list, Murph?
You talking about number three?
Number 3, yes, sir.
I'm still debating whether or not number three should be on the list.
Kofi Kingston?
Yeah,
Now,
yeah. Um, I believe he has a Hall of Fame career.
yes.
Um, it again is Kofi Kingston came out and started doing things. When he started to gain steam, there was another name that was working completely unknown and didn't really come online, really didn't gain notoriety until about 2014. That name, Prince Puma.
Okay. Ricochet.
I Ricochet. Yeah. I believe, yeah, for the for those who don't know.
I gotta drop it out there, bro. Some people don't be knowing, bro. Your wrestling knowledge is pretty deep. So you know what I'm saying. I gotta make sure my crowd is following, bro. You feel me?
Yes, indeed, indeed. Um, but as he came online, he really was doing that again. To me, this list is disrespectful to to other promotions, um, to stars that were working very hard uh, to cement their statuses. Um, Ricochet came to WWE and slowed down. Like that's how good Ricochet was. Um,
But
Kofi was, as far as I know, Kofi was a product of WWE. Could
correct.
he go somewhere else and and have this kind of have this kind of effect, have this kind of a career. I don't know. I don't know if he could.
I mean, he got
And
over
so
though. He got over it. He got over it.
he got over.
And why was he there and Ricochet wasn't at that time? What was it? If WWE wanted Ricochet
You
back in the
said
day, they could have had him. They would have offered him for him. Now, question: would you replace Ricochet with Kofi Kingston?
I would,
You would.
because when you say I would,
Ooh.
because when you say he got over, are you talking about getting over as Kofi Kingston or getting over as one third of the New Day? Because yeah, he had the multi time Intercontinental Championships.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had Air Boom with Evan Bourne. He had all of that, but none of that was hitting. None of that was hitting until he got with New Day. And I would argue, I honestly would argue, Xavier Woods and Big E are the ones who really make New Day.
Oh, bro. Hey, I rock with Xavier Woods. Hey, bro, I got a Xavier Woods Funko Pop right here, bro. Like, not even gonna lie. Like, I will grab it. Hold on. I will grab it. Hold on.
W. E.
I will grab it. Like, not gonna lie.
See, I got, I have Xavier Woods, the image, it stays in my mind. Xavier Woods singing Batista's theme song at WrestleMania, like etched, etched in there. Big E, big meaty man, snapping me. Like, but you have these now. Okay, I will say Kofi with his staving off eliminations at Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Um, incredibly talented, incredibly difficult to do.
Yeah.
Um, no question about that.
At some point, New Day started helping with that shit, though.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. The one time when they had him on his shoulders and they paraded him around the ring. Yes. And so I look at him and I go, he had a great career. He has a great career right now. But I don't know if it was if it was as impactful as Ricochet and his contributions to wrestling as a whole, particularly on the indie scene. There are guys that we're seeing do things nowadays that Ricochet uh, kind of wrote the blueprint for.
Now,
He's kind of responsible for that.
now I give you this.
Uh,
Now, Kofi was a chocolate man jumping around for the WWE, so he did inspire a lot of little chocolate kids. You know what I mean? So, impactfully,
yeah, that's true. That is true.
impactfully, impactfully. You feel me? A lot of them know the Kofi guy, cause you know what I'm saying. A lot of during the John Cena era, you know, Kofi was there a lot of that time too, when he was the, you know, the good energy. I got a New Day. New Day was groundbreaking for real, cause New Day was the first time that you got like, I felt like black dudes was just allowed to just be themselves. Like literally be themselves, like
Yes, they
whatever.
were.
Like first they tried to give them that church gimmick. That was a fail. Like church and wrestling, I don't think we really need that. You know what I'm saying? We can leave that up to the cul-de-sac side. Y'all can come down and Shawn Michaels and Undertaker. Y'all play with God. We ain't playing with that shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we ain't playing with God. Y'all can do that, but just allowing them
It's gotta
to
be. It's gotta be done right. It's just
man,
gotta be done right.
man, but just allowing them to kind of like you know.
I don't think they got it.
Man, you hear me, man? Look, allowing him to have that up, down, down channel. You know what I mean? Allowing them to cut their own promos. Like, bro, y'all can't write for us.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know. Like, y'all gonna try to make us sound real hood. And really, like, we could come out and do some video game talk, and the video game talk will hit the streets and the nerds at the same damn time. Like, you don't know what we know, so like, please don't have writers for us. Let us come out. And a lot of times, New Day was carrying the Usos for Hellas too. So I'm a big Xavier Woods stan, bro. I feel like Xavier Woods almost is never getting. I almost want to damn near want to see him go to AEW so he can get a run that matters, because he is not gonna sniff nowhere near.
When he shouted, Big E has cornered the market on tricep meat, I, I was done. I was
Bruh,
he that sealed it for me. That sealed it for me. He could almost do no wrong.
bruh.
Man, I would argue if there was no Xavier, New Day wouldn't be successful.
He's the brainchild behind it. You know that man got a doctorate.
He's just the like he's that glue. He's the brainchild behind it. Good Lord, he's the LeBron James of the New Day. Let me just to me he's the LeBron James of the New Day.
Yeah, but he don't have the physical attributes though. But the mental shit though, he brings it together, bro. When he bro, who brings a trumpet to a wrestling, bro? The trumpet was damn near like Jimmy Hart's horn. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When he was coming out, burn, and then he hitting like he pulling the HBCU with it. He hitting the ground with it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
WWE World Tag
Team Champions, bruh. Hey, you know what's messed up? I don't be trying to bring the what's the name, but I be throwing chats at work, and I be wanting to throw Biggie in there so much. Like, but I was like, to me, like, it's hilarious as a wrestling fan. If I look at them gyrating, it's just funny to me because I know they're like PG as hell. Other people see them gyrating, they may think something else. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
Hey, like, yeah, nah. They were like, bro, what is you doing? What is you owe? Why is this? Why do you even know this meme? Like, why? Why do you know this gift? Okay. Number two, we got The Rock.
To me, The Rock should be number one on this list.
You feel The Rock should be number one?
I feel The Rock should be number one.
Okay, so The Rock should be number one during Black History Month or during Southern Pacific Islander Month?
I think both.
Oh.
I think both.
Okay. Okay.
I don't think he leaned into it. I don't believe he leaned into it. The same suspicions I have about Sasha Banks, I don't have about The Rock.
You don't?
And people will say, well, how, Nation of Domination.
I mean, that was his start. As far as I'm concerned, that motherfucker did like Miley Cyrus. Came out, he was, you know what I'm saying, all the Mike Will Made It beats, and then went and then dipped off, and he forgot about the Nation. Where's Kofi at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where's Kofi at? Where his hat at? Where his colors at? Like,
I think for me, it's the fact that he even did it. Even if he moved away from it, because I believe the greats are not really, we can have conversations about race and the ethnicity, but I believe the great ones, no pun intended, I believe they transcend that.
mm-hmm.
And so we have his run and his experience. Peter Maivia. So we get the connection with his dad, Rocky Johnson. We get the connection, the Samoan thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see him transition into the Nation. So then we get to see the African side of him, the African American side of him. And now that we've got, to me, it's almost like now that we've got both of those acknowledged and out the way, what are you? And who are you? And he's the people's champ. He's the Brahma Bull. He's the most electrifying man in sports entertainment.
I mean, but the bloodline gimmick is not, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't include the Rocky, the Soul Man side of him. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't been mentioned for hellas. Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as the bloodline gimmick, it's all the Samoan blood. And they've been rocking on that for a hot minute. So,
which I honestly think they dropped the ball on that.
I mean,
I think that's one particular aspect that the Bloodline Saga dropped the ball.
I mean,
that we
you
should
know
have
what?
had.
Nah, you know what? This is how we solve this. On his driver's license, what box does he check? Does he check black, Southern Pacific Islander, or other? What does he check off? I want to know that.
Let's hop on the dark web and find it.
Hey, bruh, I ain't even gonna lie. Hey, bruh, I got a homie, right? He was like, he part black, and I was just like, okay. And then we had a conversation. So at that point, I was like, okay. And then he was like, I held him to that shit, right? So I remember it. So I'm the great at callbacks. So I called back, and he was like, we was talking about Italian food, and he was like, the food of my people. I was like, oh, okay. Well, you said that's the food of your people, so you claim more Italian than you do anything else. And then he was like, no. And then he was like, no. I was like, okay, this is how we solve this. What box do you check on your driver's license? You know, he told me, fuck you. I was like, nah, what's on your driver's license, bro? What's on your driver's license? It says, there's a W there. What is it? It says white. Like, so at that point in time, like, you know, as far as culture goes, you're white passing because you're not claiming. So, and I, you know, trying to explain that is crazy. No, trying to explain that to, you know, I was trying to, you know, as far as, you know, where you land upon this, when if you try to say that shit, it's gonna be pointed out. It's gonna be like, bro, you don't really identify with the struggle, so you can't really even say that shit. It's your lineage, but you know, what's checked on your driver's license?
He checked the box that got him the Pell Grant when he went to college, and I don't blame him for that. I was saying him or son him for that. Which one got him the Pell Grant? Which one got him the subsidies? That's where we hang. But yeah, no, again, I think he's number one because even though we do have that conversation, he's transcended it. He's transcended it completely.
Okay.
Even more so than number one, who also definitely deserves to be on the list.
I believe he should be top 5, maybe even top 3. Should he be number 1? Booker T.
Who currently number 1?
Five-time world champion.
I believe he's top 5. I would make a case that he's top 4. I will make a case for top 4, and it's just, you know, because there's still a whole lot of names, and there are names in wrestling that had gigantic impacts that we haven't even made mention of yet. Some names that we don't even know, that we don't know a whole lot about. Names like names like Ernie Ladd.
Oh yeah, Big Cat.
Those.
We was gonna touch base on that. Touch base on that.
There are names, and I had to start digging into I started looking at some lists and things of that nature too, because it was, you know, the greatest when we say the greatest black, the greatest black or the greatest African American. They say black, but the greatest. If we're talking about the greatest black, then we can't just look at we literally can't just look at titles. We can't just look at how many championships they won. Over how many promotions. We have to look at the struggle and the journey to get to where they were, the diverse doors that were open that made it possible. Without Big Cat Ernie Ladd, I believe there would be no Rock.
I mean, Big Cat Ernie Ladd as well, though, bro. He opened doors. Also random as hell, kind of political, but not. He was also a black Republican, so that allowed him to move a little bit different. And also, with that being said, he was also, first black promoter. Um, and booker.
Really?
So Ernie Ladd was a booker, bruh.
Wow.
So he was booking, down south. So Ernie Cat as well, yeah. So hitting the list, like the fact that he's not on the list, like again, WWE Hall of Famer. I believe he went in the '90s. So yeah, former football player. You know what I mean? That's actually what happened. He got hurt, and then he ended up, wrestling. He was a heel. He could cut a hell of a promo.
That's what he said. I slap you just right in the general public, something like that.
It was just his draw. If you trip off of it, bruh, Dusty draw was kind of like Ernie the Cat Ladd, bruh. Like Dusty got away with doing a lot of black type stuff. Dusty was Jacob Fatu. Dusty was getting away with doing Negro culture, urban culture, fucking nigga shit. God damn it, I'm gonna flat out say it. He was getting away with doing nigga shit more than the niggas. If niggas came out and did it, they'd be like, "Oh, you can't do that. That's too cultural." But let other motherfucker, little light skin, some other light skinned cultural person, it's okay for them to do it. Oh, that fits. I'm not scared. Shit, let Mark Henry be running around with some big ass red flags and shit, talking about gang and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, all right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's talking about. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. It'd be too intimidating.
It's that. Yeah,
all right.
Or Vince would pigeonhole him. Yeah,
I mean,
he's something.
So again, like you said, Big Cat Ernie Ladd's not on the list. R-Truth's not on the list,
which is a shame. I think anytime somebody makes history in that significant of a manner, the first black champion of a promotion, it's and NWA is storied, it's historic, it's long running, it's still running today. It didn't pop up 5 years ago.
It's the granddaddy, bro. As far as lineage, it has a straight up lineage. Like, you know what I mean? The lineage of that belt, the greats have had that belt before the territories was dead. The NWA belt was the equivalent of the WWE Universal belt. Like, you know what I mean? It was the main belt. It was the coup de grace. It was the belle of the ball. So, at some point, the fact that R-Truth did that and everything, he's not on the list. That's trash. Besides the comic, and you know what though? The one thing too, right? I don't know, Merv. Have you ever hopped in a TikTok panel?
Because I'm just not a whole lot on TikTok. So
man,
I'm very ignorant.
I mean, so I be networking because I do stuff like this, right? So I'll hop in a wrestling panel. And bruh, sometimes like when R-Truth was getting that little run, as far as the John Cena, they was like, man, R-Truth needs to be heavyweight champ. I say, bruh, if they had R-Truth go out and try to give a 40-minute match 2 times in a week, that man would damn near be dead. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to realize this, right? He comes out, he does what he needs to do, and the amount he needs to do, they hide him in the tag team. He 50 plus. He looks phenomenal. But does he want to take all those bumps?
He does the same workout. He said it himself. The same workout he did in high school is the same workout he does today. It's the exact same. He ain't on no creatine. He ain't on no intermittent fasting. He taking salt tablets and walking it off.
Shit. Well, down in NXT, he got an injury that damn near put him down for real. So you know what I'm saying? Going down there, I think it was with Grayson Waller down there. I feel like, so you know what I mean. Like, R-Truth not on the list. Hey, how do we have a list, and we don't have Bobo Brazil on the list?
That's a name that I honestly had never heard of until I started looking. Until I started looking up, and his name deserves to be on there too. You know what? I'm not as learned before because I don't want to forget this. A name that I do believe needs to be on there
Uh-huh.
is Stevie Ray.
Stevie Ray? For real, for
Stevie Ray.
real?
For real, for real. Booker T doesn't get all those tag titles without Stevie Ray.
Nah.
Now, he went on to have a fantastic singles run, but they're lauded as one of the greatest tag teams of all time. And he didn't get that without Stevie Ray.
But did Stevie Ray need Booker T though?
But Booker T needed Stevie Ray though. Like it's not you if you do the Rockers, are the Rockers if Shawn Michaels doesn't have Marty Jannetty? If Marty Jannetty doesn't have
I was just finna say that, bruh. Was he the Beyonce of the group? That's all I'm saying. He was the Beyonce of the group. I'm just saying.
He was the Beyonce of the group.
Okay. All right.
He was the Beyonce of the group. The group has a measure of success, and Beyonce has a measure of success, and they're two separate things. See, Beyonce can go out and do a tour. She's been doing it, touring, doing her own music, all that. But then she can also come back, and Destiny's Child is going to sell out arenas too. And so I look at that and I go without Stevie Ray, and we've seen what happened with with Demolition. We've seen what happened with Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors. Sometimes when you got that thing that just works, if you try to substitute and change something out, it's just not the same. It just flat out isn't the same. And it makes me kind of think of New Day. And when Big E was out for a while, and unfortunately before he was let go, Odyssey Jones, and there's kind of talks in the idea of him being back, of him joining, and it was like Odyssey Jones is not a Big E, and I don't think it would have. While I'm not happy, that he was, let go, because sidebar, did you hear about that? Like he was let go due to
Oh, yeah,
domestic violence.
A DV situation.
But then it turned out that not only was he not guilty, but he was the one that was being abused.
I mean, Velveteen Dream gone too on some. Enzo gone too. Like
Yeah.
a lot of accusations kill your wrestling career. And whenever it's all said and done, you once you're guilty in the eyes, the only people that can get away with doing shit is Ric Flair. Ric Flair can get away with. He is bulletproof. That man can do anything.
He's seen now. I think when they would know not see now. Not because he's still sharp. He's still sharp. He's just an old. He's older. He's an older guy.
Man, he's still, bruh. I met him a couple of years ago, bruh. I took a picture with him.
Really?
Yes, bruh. He walked around the place that I work. He's associated there. And he was in town, and it was kind of dope because the director knows that I'm like a wrestling guy. So he let me know that, like, hey, bruh, hey, if you go over to, the big build, you can go over there and go get something signed. And I had like a picture that another manager had gave me whenever I was a regular person before I moved up in the world. And I just went with her, and like somebody took pictures of him signing it, and I was leaning in, like you could see in my face, I just looked super happy. Like I was just like, oh, hey, and I got a Ric Flair Funko Pop because my daughter was like, when my daddy met that white man, he was happy for like 2 days. I was like, baby, it was the aura. He didn't give a fuck. He was still fucking howling at chicks. You hear me? Like Ric Flair is wild, bruh. But the energy of a woo to be in the presence of a woo, to bring the presence of multiple woos, like it's a woo off. Oh my god, I was bruh, not in the stadium when he's wooing. He's walking down aisles and wooing, and it is okay. It is wonderful. And I am walking like the entourage, like it's a fucking boxing event. Like, yeah. Hey, bro, hey. But also my bad. Hey, Ric Flair drip go woo on a bitch. Black History Month. Quavo did that. I mean, not Quavo. Shit, I keep calling him motherfucker Offset.
Oh, that's right. He did. There's an Offset. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, but
yeah. You have him in the video.
But real quick though, Bobo Brazil, like I'm gonna touch bases with him too. Like one, him and the Iron Sheik up in Detroit was having like these. They had matches so much that they kind of came up with the hardcore shit where it was kind of elevating. The violence level was constantly going up. What up, bruh? Forrest, why? We good. I hope you enjoying the show, bruh. It was constantly kind of elevating. He was kind of one of the first black guy to win like some belts in the like world heavyweight belts in the territory days. It kind of slipped up and got on him a couple of times. So Bobo Brazil was good for that as well. He had that headbutt that he would hit you with. Also, bruh, which is kind of super where he's super important if they did they lineage when they made this motherfucking list. Sorry, bruh, I gotta get a little in it because he not on there again. Bobo trained Soul Man Rocky Johnson.
Really?
Yeah. So Bobo Hands has reached somehow to The Rock through his dad. If you know, you know. But to not have him on this list, bruh, he trained Soul Man Rocky Johnson and Kamala, bruh.
If that's the case, yeah, that's blasphemy. That's you gotta have it. He made it. He made it possible.
So super shout out Bobo Brazil, bruh. Look, I did my I be knowing, bruh. I've been knowing about Bobo Brazil for probably about a good my daddy talked about him whenever I was growing up, but then like I did some research on him probably about a good 13 14 years ago, some shit like that. So yeah, kind of like when I started hop back in wrestling, it was kind of dope when the WWE actually, bruh, I went over to it, but then the WWE network, bruh, the network was dope. I missed the network. The network doing Black History Month to be the network would be slapping, bruh. Like the network was slapping. I love the network, bruh.
If you had, I'd say if you had VPN, but they shut it down over.
See, you be knowing all the stuff. Okay, Stephanie McMahon. Hey, you saw when she did that, didn't you?
Yeah, she was so slick with it, but she was so obvious with it.
Bruh, I was like, hey, you undercutting one of your partners right now, bitch. Do you realize that? On a commercial break, you undercutting a big bill for some little money. Do you realize what you doing? Like,
and Nord was sitting over there like Birdman, like,
bruh, at that point in time, bruh, how do you undercut your main job for your streaming check? Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe my streaming check just ain't there yet. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, that was crazy. Couple of names. So Coco Beware not on the list, or Truth not on the list. I'm gonna throw a little in here. How about Ahmed Johnson? Does he make the list?
I'm gonna see. No. No.
Now, the only reason why, the only reason why I'm gonna throw Ahmed Johnson out, right? Raheem, Cody is not on my damn list. All right, Cody can get the hell on. Raheem is a dream. He can keep dreaming that he gonna get some more melanin. Goddamn me. Now the only reason why I'm gonna go with Ahmed Johnson and say this because the first is the first. All right, he was the first Intercontinental champion, black Intercontinental champion in WWE. And you know, whenever you was younger, before we knew everything about Ahmed Johnson, right? As a kid, as a little black kid, that ripped guy coming out like that, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was, you know what I mean? I was liking him when he first debuted on that Intercontinental run. That's me personally. But I wouldn't put him on the list either. I just feel like he's worth mentioning.
Yeah. A name I didn't see is Tony Atlas.
Oh, that goes with that Rocky Johnson. Yeah, yeah.
Good. And then here's a name that I'd be curious to see what you think about. Jay Lethal.
Ooh. Jay Lethal's for really wrestling
I
fans.
was incredibly conflicted. Yeah, I was really conflicted. And
Mm.
I was
Jay,
like, if his name popped up on a list at like number 15, I would look at that and go, okay. But if his name didn't pop up on the list, I would also be like, okay.
so you know what hurts Jay Lethal on this list?
So
The audio fainter for
what?
him. So your audio is a little faint. If you can make a little adjustment, something. Hold on. Actually, I can turn it up. Hold on.
Oh,
I know what I can do. Don't worry about it. You know what I would say though,
all right.
as far as
Huh.
hold on. Let me get to my Discord settings. All right, give me 1 minute, chat. No, not the Discord settings. I'm tripping. The OBS settings.
Is this better?
Nah, you good. I got you. Hold on. If I
Okay.
just turn up the Discord, you'll come up louder. So I got you. All right. So
Okay.
thank you. I'm Ed Johnson. Not who was we just talking about, bro? My bad.
Jay Lethal.
Oh, Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal is a black version of AJ Styles, except he never went to the Fed, and that's what hurts him on getting on this list. If him and AJ would have made the pilgrimage at the same time, could you imagine the matches they would have had? Mark Merrow ain't on my damn list. And somebody took his girl from him. He ain't black enough for me. Forget that. We ain't claiming him. Anyway, that's what hurts him. Like to me, Jay Lethal, he had his TNA moments. Um, great in ring talent. He just doesn't have the WWE run, and that's what hurts him. As far as being on this list for a casual person on this list, because nobody on
Yeah.
this list was outside of the WWE. Like Swerve wasn't on this list, but I believe this was a WWE list. So you know,
That's that's another name that I was gonna ask you your thoughts. And man,
no,
I'd feel
actually,
about
you know what? This says
I'd feel
explore WWE, AEW, and wrestling history through the careers of Booker T, Sasha Banks, and more barrier breaking icons who dominated championships and shaped pop culture. Yeah, so this again, this is AEW. The only person they mentioned was Sasha Banks, and Swerve wasn't mentioned. So you know what I
I
mean? Like
look at
this
this
list is
and I
is
go,
very casual. You know what I mean?
it's very casual. Um, it's very casual, but it's I just man, I go explore WWE, AEW, and wrestling history. If it's if it's explore the career, if it's first of all, if it's exploring all of those histories, and it's exploring through Booker T, Sasha Banks, and more barrier breaking icons, then it's not just Booker T and it's not just Sasha Banks. Which means to me, that stands to reason if we're talking WWE and AEW, and we're talking about more barrier breaking icons, then this list should be there should be more AEW names. Even if it's you know,
Oh,
even if it was a Jay Lethal, even if it was a Swerve, so you are reaching into nowadays, not you, this list, and they're going Sasha Banks. But you have Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair.
I
Swerve
mean,
Strickland right now. I look at Swerve and the same effect that the same type of effect and the same type of relation and connection that a Javon Evans has with African Americans. Swerve has it too. Swerve has it too, just in a different way. He has it in a different way,
Swerve's
and
got
so
the real connection. Like Javon's got this YN positive energy. Swerve just got real nigga energy. Like I ain't even gonna lie. Like
yes,
that's
he
the
does.
energy he got.
Yes,
It's
he does.
just there's no act, there's no boom. He just comes off as himself. He's like Black Stone Cold, where he's just himself turned up to 10. Um, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that he's not there. Oh, another one, Devon Dudley was on the list. Abdullah the Butcher though. The fact he not on the list.
That's another one.
But you know he was spreading
That's
hepatitis too.
you want to know. Actually, you know what? Actually, I have him on my list under Abdullah, under right under Ricochet, and I'm glad you said that because yeah, I skipped over his name, but first, I had New Jack's name on the list,
New
and
Jack, bruh.
and then I was like, and then I was like, no wait, the attempted murder thing, no, that doesn't
No,
work.
no,
Uh,
no. You know what?
but then as I was looking, I was like, Abdullah.
Yeah, it was some controversial black figures due certain reasons. Actually, I think New Jack damn near tried to murder like 3 motherfuckers. Like, but also New Jack though, you got to give this New Jack as far as groundbreaking. You got to give him this promos, cutting promos. I got Kamala.
Yo,
Kamala, I was gonna get to him too, because to be honest with you, on top of
Kamala also.
Bobo
I got
Brazil
Kamala on my list too.
training Rocky Johnson, he also trained Kamala as well. So Bobo Brazil again, super important.
Yeah.
Not getting his flowers, but again, let's go back to who was we just talking about? Whenever I said, New Jack, New Jack, mass transit incident. Oh my God, the what was it? The Gypsy Joe incident.
Right.
Yeah, bruh. And then the dude on the scaffolding match where he just threw dude off, bruh. The promos he would cut and Smokey Rob. Sometimes I just go and watch promos. New Jack promos are some of the best. Just random. If you just want to laugh, unfiltered, 90s, super black. Like you thought the nation was black. No, New Jack was unapologetically hood black on some country ass TV station doing hood nigga shit, and it was hilarious.
Uh, all I know is he made that. I saw the OJ thing. His statement about his where he yeah, and I was like, wow,
It's 2 less of them
wow.
we got to worry about. Like, yeah,
I
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
bro. I was like, what?
You know what though?
What?
I had a homie that was
You know who?
watching
You know
ECW at
who
the
else?
time, and I didn't quite get that.
Mhm.
So like, bruh, and then he would be telling me the stuff New Jack was doing and saying, and I was like, what the fuck? Like that nigga on drugs. Sweet Georgia Brown. Oh,
Hey man,
Bad News Brown too. We was gonna
there
get
are
to him
two
too.
names. There are two names that are not on this list that need to be on the list. In fact, I might make them. I might bump the Rock from number one and put them in one and two.
Ooh,
All right, number one, number one, Norman Smiley.
Norman
And
Smiley.
number two,
Hey,
number two, Ernest the Cat Miller.
okay, Ernest the Cat Miller don't gotta be on the list, bro. But Norman Smiley, impactful as far as his wrestling technique.
The Norman Wiggle.
Hey, you
The
know what's
Norman Wiggle.
hey, you know what's crazy? I did an interview with this dude that with this independent wrestler. His name is Demarius Jones 2.0. Demarius Jones 2.0,
Mm-hmm.
my bad. I did an interview with him, and at one point in time, like he had sent in uh a clip for Tough Enough when they was casting for it, and then they end up playing his clip
Yeah.
on Raw, and then he ended up being like they came to St. Louis. He ended up doing like he was one of the extras for security for holding Brock Lesnar. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Wow.
yeah, and he at one point while he was on this part, like on this path, when he was younger doing it before he started doing the super independent stuff, when he was really chasing that dream before, you know, he had kids and shit. He pulled up down to the performance center, and it was like the transition between FCW and NXT. It was like right in that point. And he pulled up and he said Norman Smiley was there. He said, you know who Norman? I said, yeah, I know who Norman Smiley is, bruh. And he said Norman Smiley was at the door and he talked to Norman Smiley. So it's just crazy. And it was mentioned right here in OGK's Open Door before. Swear.
Yeah, man, you said that. Thank you for saying that. That reminded me. I have a friend. Shout out to Terrell Maxwell, aka Claude Xavier. He's a cosplayer, model. He was featured on the Sci-Fi Channel. He's voice acting. The last, I can't remember what AEW, AEW pay-per-view event it was, but it was one of those. Sasha Banks had an entrance, and she had, you know, the chiseled Adonis guys that were like her assistants or whatever, and she's like the queen or the empress or whatever. Terrell Claude Xavier was one of the was one of the was one of her was one of those guys that was on her entrance.
Oh shit.
And I was like, that's yeah, and that was a couple months ago. I was like, yo, yo, I could go on if I knew which one it was. We could hop on Max and pull up the AEW the show if it's on there, and we straight up will see him.
Man,
But he got to be an extra for that.
see, dude sent me the clip after, and I got kind of lazy. I kind of want to go back and go splice back into it and mess with it again. There's also a story where he talks about. I was like, bro, I'm not gonna put that as a clip because it sounds creepy. But he looked up Randy Orton's house. Everybody got a Randy Orton story around here, right? Around St. Louis, St. Charles area. Everybody has a Randy Orton story. And his Randy Orton story, one of them is he looked up where Randy Orton lived, and it was like not far from the house. So he just decided, it's like, hey, let's hop in the car and go look. And he said he drove by, and he said Randy Orton was outside playing basketball in the snow with his son. And he was just driving by, was just like this. And he said he came back and he was like, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to cut that and not make a clip because you sound kind of stalkery. He was like, no. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that to you, bro. Because it's funny,
cool.
but I'm not going to do it to you. I can't do it to you.
It's like, it's cool. It's cool. I didn't touch him. It's cool.
All right. So, hey, I got a question, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say this because, well, 1, we got Bad News Brown wasn't on the list. I don't know if he really should make the list, but he was impactful.
Yeah, that's tough. Yes, he was.
Now, somebody that shouldn't be on the list, but
classic.
I gravitated to him so much whenever I seen him. And the first time I saw him, he was Flash Funk. Next time I saw him,
snap.
He was too Cold Scorpio. He was back to what I didn't realize in WWE. WWF he had that Flash Funk gimmick. So he was electrifying to me as a kid when I saw him, and he stuck out. So to me, Flash Funk was one of them guys. And also, he follows me on TikTok. Hi.
That's actually, hey, what's good? Hey, what's good? Dude, Flash Funk. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez, you know.
I was like, bruh, Flash Funk, it's real. Too Cold Scorpio follows me, bruh. I was like, bruh, as a kid, like, you know, Coco Beware was kind of cheesy. But then Flash Funk was kind of cheesy, but he just seemed more hood than Coco Beware. And he was in better shape than Coco Beware whenever I saw him, too. I got, you know.
And he could fight for real.
And yeah, and we got I ain't gonna lie, we got like Coco Beware got Chunky, Junkyard Dog. When motherfuckers got to WWE, they just got fat. Like, you know what I'm saying? When niggas got that, they feel like, they was like, nigga, we made it. Like, pot bellies start forming, like, you know. Like, bruh.
DDP yoga is saving some lives. That's all I'll say.
But I don't know. That's pretty much everybody I had that I didn't have on the list that I felt like should have been on there. Chad said Sweet Georgia
Yeah.
Brown. Kamala, of course, we did mention Kamala. Anybody else you felt like wasn't mentioned that should be mentioned?
Mentioned, but maybe not added, is King Mabel.
King Mabel.
King Mabel, aka Viscera.
Oh, I mean, it's a bunch of them fat boys. You got Viscera, Big Daddy V. I mean, you got him. You know what? He passed
There was
away.
a
The other guy just passed away
They did.
too. I can't remember that was in that
there
gimmick
was a
before he got to the Big Daddy V gimmick. Fuck.
there was a Kamala part 2 as well.
There was a
Like
Kamala part
he had
two.
like a tag team partner. Yeah,
For real?
yeah,
Who the hell was that? Was that Big Daddy
yeah.
V?
I'm gonna say it was short. I don't know if it was short lived, but he was like the same way. And they were like some tag team programs that they did in. Did they do in WWF? I can't recall if it was WWF or not, but they were some promotion. It was like Kamala Part 2, Kamala 2, or something like that. And he had the same face paint, same kind of garb, same kind of get up, almost like they might have been from the same tribe, same village. But uh, yeah, yeah.
Hey, we're not even gonna mention what's his name. I don't even want to say. I can't remember when they put the white boy in the kente cloth. I forget. You know what I'm talking about. Chad, I know you know what I'm talking
Akeem?
about. Yeah, Akeem.
There's
Yeah.
Akeem.
Yeah, when they did that shit. That shit was crazy. That was
When Dusty
crazy.
hit him with the elbow, he's like, boom.
Bruh. Bruh. That was crazy, bruh. Alright, so
Insane.
bruh, you know what? Let's tap some AEW real quick just to hit some of the black people on their roster real quick. Of course we got Swerve, we've mentioned
Okay.
him. I know you watch
Yeah.
more AEW. We not even gonna mention fucking
Well, actually, I watch
TNA.
more WWE.
I mean,
I
yeah,
watch more WWE.
but you watch more AEW than I do.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Yeah,
You pay more attention.
that is true.
Okay, so hold on. I want to make sure I got the
Um,
right notes.
yeah, Jets.
Oh, AEW, we got
Jet Speed.
Swerve. How you feel about Swerve, bro?
Ooh.
I mean, WWE dropped the ball with Swerve, so
I don't know if this. I think even if they had him, we wouldn't see this version of Swerve, and I think we need to see this version of Swerve because, as you alluded to ever so perfectly, as you stated ever so perfectly, to me this is more like who Swerve actually is. And we would have got something uh, that was a WWE product, and it just wouldn't have had the same effect. I could see him going back. Um, I could see several stars in AEW right now going back to WWE as these characters that they've established now. And Swerve, man, I think Swerve could walk in the same way they introduced Cody. They reintroduced him back as Seth Rollins' mystery opponent at WrestleMania. They could do the exact same thing with Swerve because he's just done uh,
Swerve
an
went out.
incredibly amazing job.
Hey, then he got the entrance.
Swerve went
Hey,
around.
hey, and if you
Where's
got an
Nana?
entrance,
Yeah.
bruh, if you got an entrance, look, Jay riding the entrance. Jay been riding the entrance for 2 years now. You hear me? He been eating like a mug. Brock Lesnar gets eliminated
Yeah.
while Jay is eating. I'm just saying, bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah, he was the elimination chamber. Dude, did you see the news stories around that Lesnar told Cody to eliminate him?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, yo, what are you doing? What are you
He
what are
got
you
his check.
what are you doing, man?
That's the reason why I'm like, bro, everybody who come in after 20 and they a vet, they literally there just to get a check to say that they was there. Brock was there to get a check, bro. He came down, did a little damage. He got his check. He gone. Boom. I was there. Cut me my check. Where's my royalties for that joint?
Put on my own.
All right. So also,
That's it.
so look, they dropped the ball with Swerve.
Mm-hmm.
They dropped the ball with Athena.
Yes, they did. I agree.
And you know what? I'm not
I
gonna
agree.
lie,
I
bruh.
think she. I think she needs a different finisher. I think she needs a different finisher though.
So, hey, yeah.
Because she ain't
See,
gonna be able to. She ain't gonna be able to keep doing that.
I see,
She
and
finna. She finna literally blow out her back.
I feel the same way about Javon Evans. He just so young. I'm like, bruh, he gonna have to not be so
Yeah.
bouncy so long. Like at some point, like that's gonna catch up to him probably about in the next 5 years. I feel. I don't know, bro, but this new
Mm-hmm.
generation built different. Like the one thing is they seem soft, but these is the generations that came up under Will Ospreay, Ricochet. You know, seeing these guys, but they weren't on a WWE schedule hitting these moves on a regular basis too. So I worry about
Yeah.
these high impactful finishers. So Swerve, Athena, they dropped the ball, and you know what? This was supposed to be one of those where
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of a pro WWE guy, like because that's the product I watch. I don't shit on AEW. I
Yeah.
don't shit on WWE. I don't shit on AEW. I do shit on John
Mm-hmm.
Moxley. Um, I do shit on John Moxley. I'm sorry.
I feel like
I'm
he's one of those.
it's too bloody every time. Bro, I'm here to watch simulated violence.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to watch you literally bleed. Yeah, yeah,
Dude, body slam him and he's busted over.
yeah. I mean, yeah. The schedule it is because they don't have house shows, and that's kind of impacting it as well. My bad, Murph. So I got the chat going too. So sometimes you don't hear me just randomly throw
Oh no,
something
you
out
good.
because I'm
You
acknowledging the
good.
chat. No
Mm-hmm.
more house shows. Yeah, bro, they need more house shows, but that's one of the
You know
reasons
what?
why people getting hurt. But that's another
Yeah.
reason why they
That's
send people for reps
that's
down
it.
in NXT and we don't see everything. MVP, they
Which
dropped the ball
which
with
is why
them.
the Street Profits were on NXT or main event over the weekend and stuff. But go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they down there working. So sometimes they still down there working because that's the reason why they got those pictures of Montez Ford looking like he done ate Bianca Belair like the whole time she been looking like he just swallowing. Never mind, and I don't get so nasty with you, Murph. But you know what I'm saying? Like he look like he holding the baby. Goddamn me! Like, uh, but again, WWE dropped the ball with that Bobby Lashley. Dropped the ball with MVP. Again, what's his name's up there? Bobby Lashley, MVP, and
Talk
who else
about
is
the
there?
hurt move.
Uh,
Shelton is there.
Shelton. So
Um,
they got the hurt business, and they dropped the
yeah,
ball. WWE dropped the ball with them. And they
yeah, they
went
did
there,
royally.
and it feels like as far as most of
We
what's going
hurt
on,
people.
AEW
We
is
hurt
getting
people.
appreciating the black talent a lot more than WWE, but and that's kind of where I kind of want to lead into, because there's other people on this list that I don't know too much about, like Top Flight. I've seen them before. Private
Yeah,
Party.
there's talk that their top flight could possibly, and I could be wrong. Um, I think Private Party and Top Flight, one of those two teams are. There were some rumblings about them uh, joining, leaving, and when their contract was up and joining WWE.
You
Uh,
know what? I haven't watched them in a
yeah.
little minute. Um, have they
Mm.
cleaned up their style a little bit?
Who?
Top Flight. No, 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 not Top Flight. I'm sorry.
Actually,
Private Party. When I watched them, they were doing some wonderful stuff, but it still looked a little sloppy. Um,
I honestly have not seen them. If they, I think they might have been on TV, but ever since they lost the tag titles, I haven't really seen.
okay.
So
I mean, Top Flight may
man,
come, bruh. So ain't no telling. And then you
yeah.
got Queen Aminata.
Queen Aminata, yeah. She looks like to me, she's like a type of. She could potentially be the next generation Alicia Fox.
Is that a good thing?
Um,
Because Alicia Fox is not
um,
mentioned nowhere on this list. This is the first time
she's
her
not.
name's been
She
mentioned. So
she's uh she's she's not, but she was a solid, reliable worker. She was a solid, reliable. She had a great career. She had a great long career. Um, I think Queen Aminata,
Yeah.
you could take her out and put you could take BFAB out and put Queen Aminata in, and it might actually be an improvement. Um, I don't think whatever they're doing with BFAB and Michin, it's to me it's not working. It's just not. Um, Maybe it's the program. Maybe it's BFAB needs the BFAB needs the Maxine Dupree treatment.
They're not gonna give it to her.
Um,
Maxine Dupree, bro. I
they're not.
understand Maxine
Uh,
Dupree has the look that WWE wants to push. I say that all the time.
yeah,
She's very
yeah.
European American looking. She looks very, very make America great again looking ass. You get what I'm saying? Like they want to push that.
I
I'm not the
I
biggest
like
BFAB
that. It's
fan, but BFAB and Meechin both just got hurt. But BFAB and they just got hurt by Jade. That's the reason why they both just came back. Jade bopped both of their ass up.
yeah, which it's man, you just kind of. I think Jade works really hard. I think she genuinely does. I think she does, but I think she lacks. There's a there are certain intangible, certain je ne sais quoi that you have um, that you either have for pro wrestling or you're able to develop that. And I think that she lacks some of those professional wrestling graces, and the result is she's hurting folk.
She has
Um,
the look and the power, but she doesn't. She's like a female Ultimate Warrior. She don't, but the Ultimate Warrior, he did hurt some people, but most of the time he was squashing and hurting the enhancement talent so much that you didn't really quite hear about it. But you know what I mean? Like as far as you go back, he was. So she's kind of like that, and they really don't want to put them in with the prize puppies that they love. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the reason why her
yeah,
talent. And if you trip off of it, when Jay first got there, like boom, I feel like the Naomi Bianca thing. I feel like first they put her in a tag team so that way they could hide the fact that
they
she
did.
couldn't work. Um,
She had, and that would give her
to
time to get to work.
develop,
She got the hot tags,
yeah,
uh, all that.
and would give her time to develop. And I think it took a lot longer than what the fuck they thought. And then she ended up working with Naomi, and I feel like when she was working with Naomi, that those matches that she had with Naomi, that they were Logan Paul'd, which means that they were work through, like a Ronda Rousey match, like a Logan Paul match.
Mhm.
They went over the same moves over. They went through it routinely, and Naomi went and got her over, and that's
Yeah,
probably the reason why the best Jade matches are the ones with Naomi, just for the chemistry that they had that it worked out. But she still hurt Jade. I mean, she still hurt
mhm.
Naomi. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, I mean,
yeah.
me and you probably stand on the same
There's
realm
some.
where, as far as like Jade's a look, like Jay's an entrance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
not
she is,
expecting too much else out of it once I get there. You know what I mean? She gonna
and
have an outfit that's gonna look dope. You know what I mean?
it stinks. It stinks. I think that's one of the things really that really stinks about wrestling as a whole. I'll say WWE and AEW. If you have a look, if you have a look, then you can get over. And people will look at it and we'll see various flaws, various concerns, but somehow, they're like, hey, they're a high merchandise seller, so we're going to keep putting them out there, uh, which means you keep which means you keep putting other people at risk, to a certain degree. Um, and it's like I think about Nia Jax, and even Nia Jax has improved dramatically.
She has.
I've not
She
heard
has.
a single since she's come back. I think maybe one time there may have been something where she's like she may have hurt somebody or they were worried about it, but
I feel
no,
like
she's
Nia
improved
Jax has
dramatically.
developed into a great veteran, a great big
Yeah.
person veteran. And if we talk about the Royal Rumble, I feel like she didn't
Yeah,
eliminate nobody in the Royal Rumble, but Lash Legend did, and it's kind of her passing
yeah,
that Amazon big girl over. I like the torch being
yeah.
passed, where Lash Legend is the next, is going to be the one.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you
I
again.
mean,
I've said it before.
that's because
You
that's what
need to
she's
go
supposed to
back.
be out there doing.
You need to go back and look at LFG. Panina, Panina on there. Yo, she has all the makings of a female Jacob Fatu. First off,
Okay.
she called herself Pete Nasty, and she hitting that. She's using Samoa drop as her finisher. Like bruh, like she has it. I believe she has it. Um, but yeah, you go back and look at those, especially watching her develop. She, you know, Lash has her work cut out for her. Because cats like that are coming up. We saw the idea of the big man has officially shifted. You know,
Yeah.
they're no longer slow lumbering, uh, big show, great Khali, giant
Nah,
Gonzalez.
nah.
Um,
You got Braun
Now it's
Strowman, which I loved Braun Strowman.
you got Braun Strowman, you got Talatonga, um,
Hold
you
on,
got
bro.
Omos.
Talatonga, hold on. We gonna shit on him. I'm gonna shit on him.
Why?
Hold on. Hold on. I gotta find the appropriate sound for him. Hold on. When we That's what we do on Tamatonga. Cause bruh, all he got is a big boot. They don't get anything else out. We gonna go ahead and throw it out one more time, bruh. Like Tamatonga, all he got is a big boot. He doesn't look intimidating. The first couple times they had him out there, and he was getting hit. And a big man is supposed to be a big man, and he was out there looking vulnerable.
Yeah,
And a little bit of times he was out there as an enforcer. His enforcer looks soft.
he
You know what I'm saying? He
suffers.
looked like a bunch of
He
hype
suffers.
for no goddamn reason. You know what I'm
He
saying?
suffers.
So,
He
so
suffers from the Jeff Cobb situation.
uh
Both of them suffer.
I feel like Jeff Cobb's getting over more than him.
What is he's in the ring more? They just put him in. He's like
Oh, hold
he's
on.
like they treat him like Tongaloa.
Also, hold on. Let's rewind real quick. Let's rewind. Let's get off
Yeah.
the brown folk that ain't black real quick.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
reround real quick. Hey, honorable mention.
Mhm.
Honorable mention. First, you feel the same way about Last Legend as I do. Um, she says
Man.
she's there, but she needs a little bit more work. I ain't hating on my
Yep.
sister. She just needs a little bit more work. But them kids you and Trick gonna
Agreed.
have, them motherfuckers gonna be some thoroughbreds. All right. Once we get past that though, it's gonna be good. But I'm not the biggest TNA watcher. I haven't watched the show since
Mhm.
they've been on. But my honorable
Mhm.
mention, not an honorable mention because he's black, but he's still black from over the pine. Hey, we got to get that boy Leon Slater some flowers. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm gonna
Yeah.
go ahead and throw him out there because he the only person from TNA I'm finna mention. All right, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
He
gonna
the only
mention.
one we gonna
I'm
mention. Who
well.
else?
I got two. They're two names, two honorable mentions, and they actually had some epic. They have some epic bouts on the Indies TNA. I'm talking about Rich Swann and Willie Mack.
Okay.
I'm saying, do
Hey,
yourself a favor, look up Willie Mack. Willie Mack looked like he punched in on the clock and set his lunch pail by the clock and walk out to the ring. That's what
hey,
Willie Mack looked like.
hey! I need you to check out. Hey, I be rocking with this Heels for Life. They real AEW heavy. They this guy named Chris, they real AEW heavy, but he put me on this wrestling all black promotion named the Shy. Um and one time I watched
Tell it.
it and they had people coming in and I was like, okay, okay. Next time it is,
Tell
I'm
it.
gonna let you know and see if we can pull up on a Discord. You know what I'm saying? Or check some stuff out on YouTube too, bro. You may be surprised some of the people they done had in that mud. Um, but
I saw. There we go. Yeah.
let's go ahead and slide out. Now, one of the things we want to go ahead and slide out to, bruh. Um, bruh, let's load up. We loading up. We gonna keep loading up, chat. Cause we finna bust some shots. Cause I'm not gonna lie. I got a hot take. Hot take. Hot take. Hot take is, man, I feel like we have more black talent now than we did in the attitude area. And with that being said, are they being pushed better than the black talent that we had in the attitude era?
Yes, I believe without question. You
Without
were
question.
without question. Uh, just I go look at the difference between Crime Time and the Street Profits.
Oh yeah, over
There's
the next.
yeah, like the Street Profits are phenomenal. Now that's not to say Crime Time wasn't, but Vince had his ideas. You notice how Vince wouldn't even the John Cena was the one who was rapping, not the black folk. Now John Cena has talent, he does, but rap hip hop,
Again,
John Cena was
again,
doing that.
I'm gonna go back to
Um,
they let everybody else do nigga shit except niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or
yeah,
I'm gonna say African American culture except the African Americans. Okay, because the African Americans, we, anything that come from us. If anybody else do it, it's cool and it's gimmicky. But if we just do it naturally, nah,
yeah,
you kind of can't do that. It's kind of like, Kevin Nash got in trouble the other day because he said the young OG wasn't urban enough. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So, at that point in
yeah.
time, like what you're,
Well,
and you know what, and I kind of understand what he means a little bit, but his choice of words is wrong. He should have
it was
been like,
terrible. Yeah,
it's kind of hard to be like, in other words, the best thing is like, hey, I'm liking that vibe, but he kind of need to turn that energy up a little bit more. Like the way Stone Cold say, be yourself, but turn that dial up to 10. You know what I mean?
and you know what? I look at it, I see what he's saying, and I understand it.
Watch how you that could
But
look
I
bad
also
to
see
chat,
some.
chat, chat. Damn it. When you put colored folk, that could look bad out of context. Think about that. Think about that. Think about that.
I see some. I see some long term storytelling with him because eventually, if they do it right, eventually something is going to come along that he's going to have to face, that Javon Evans is going to have to face in his journey as a wrestler. That's going to be, you know, the Bible. When I was a child, I thought as a child, I spoke as a child, I reasoned as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things.
Mm-hmm.
And something is going to have to happen that's going to change the young OG into the OG. And I think if they do that right, and if Kevin Nash, that's the beautiful thing about being on the outside looking in. He can sit back and criticize. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to think about that stuff. He's not under the gun to actually
Right.
make all this stuff make sense. He just gives his 2 cents. But I think it's perfect. Javon Evans is in a perfect place. Um, you give him give him a thing where he's just handling it. He's bouncy. Your boy is bouncy. And watch Oba win the world heavyweight championship. Watch Trick win the championship. Watch Ricky Starks
I
and even
mean,
Ethan Page come up and win. And then all of a sudden they go, how long you gonna be a kid? How long you gonna be a young OG? How long you gonna be back? And something's gonna strike him,
I
and
mean,
he's
but
gonna have to
he held his
boom.
own. He was holding his own with Trick and Oba down in NXT. See, that's the thing where some of the casual people who don't like, I follow NXT and I watch NXT. Merv, if you ever watch, well, I know you watch it on Wednesday, but I be watching it on Tuesday. And I like to watch it just because it's like that one thing where, like, if you got Nintendo TV or the app on Wednesday, some people just pop in and watch it with me. You know what I'm saying? And kind of get what's going on
Mhm.
before it come out on the app the following day, just to kind of get a vibe with me. So I tend to just watch NXT, and to
Mhm.
me NXT, like the storylines for NXT is just, like, this week NXT was way better than this week's Raw. You know what I mean? So but
That's what I
also,
heard.
with that being said, though, I kind of got a thing with all this young black talent that we've had from NXT. And I kind of got this is a rabbit hole, Merv, where whenever they started
I
off on a new station, they had a lot of black talent that they needed, They need it, and to get the black people to watch, almost like when Fox first started, they had In Living Color. When the CW from not the
Yeah.
CW WB first started, they had the Wayans brothers, Jamie Foxx, like same type of formula. We first get to the CW. Hey, we need some black people. We got Trick, we got Oba, we got Javon Evans, we got Jada Parker, we got Lash Legend. You know what I'm saying? They have all of these people, and then at that point, they used all of these people, and it got NXT is popping, it is bubbling, but then Raw needs some new blood. Literally, it's like did you watch Him? It's like the movie Him. It needs some blood. You know what I'm saying? It needs some blood. It needs that champion blood. And they did call up Jordan Grace. But Lash Legend, Trick Williams, Javon Evans, Obafemi, they're all coming up, and they're all making impacts in the new roster. And my thing is, seeing how kind of like, they've had these people before, that all these AEW people we just mentioned that they dropped the ball with. How many of these people will WWE drop the ball with? You know what I mean? Or are they all potential? Like, how many really gonna be? Like, obviously Trick gonna be main eventer, but is Trick gonna be able to maintain main event status? Oba, you can't deny that man main event status. He too big.
I think the answer. I think with honestly, I think with Vince out the way, the answer doesn't lie in the color of the skin. The answer lies in how much money you can bring in. And we see how white hot Trick Williams and his lemon pepper steppers are. We see we see how that is. We see how over these three stars are. Now, there is there's a lot to be said about storylines and the support and the machine being put behind these stars. But there's also something to be said about what you do with what you're given. And so, what happens if you're given something? What happens if you're placed in a holding pattern of sorts? It's funny. Now they're not black, but I will give the example of Los Americanos. People are talking about how Pete Dunne and um, Tyler Bate are being wasted as them, but they're over because they came from the British, the UK, British style, all of that. There's certain things as far as their character, their personalities that they didn't have, that now they're able to work on those things. But what
Hey,
happens? What happens when WWE is working something with this other talent? So then they sidestep off Trick Williams, and instead of Trick Williams going after the heavyweight championship, because everybody wants to strap a rocket to their backs right now. Everybody wants Obafemi and Trick Williams and Javon Evans all in the title scene at WrestleMania, and it's like that is incredibly too fast. That is way, way, way too fast. And stars need history. They need history. They need backstories. They need all that stuff to to make it worth it. Jay Uso winning the championship meant something because of the story that was behind it. The history, and that was a 4-year story. Yet you got people who Drew McIntyre's journey to the three stages of hell was fantastic storytelling.
yeah.
If you go back and look, but every step of the way, when he loses, they're going, oh, this it's too late. It's too late. You're worried about that, and it's like, no, let's see them. NXT is a different beast. Um, so again, she ain't black, but so
Oh,
Ruka, they're
so, hold
talking about
on.
a
Whoa,
character
whoa,
research for
whoa.
her,
Hold on. So, Ruka, have you seen her daddy?
huh?
Have you seen So Ruka daddy?
No.
That man got a tan with some dreads. Go look. I swear,
That's the
Google.
beast.
Hey, real quick. Go ahead, pop that up real quick.
Oh Lord Jesus.
He look like he
Uh,
mixed. So Ruka may be a quarter, bruh. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bruh. That's the reason why her daddy got to put some melanin in her mama, bruh. She shot that shit up.
That dude looked like Lenny Kravitz.
Nah, he got more
That dude looked
European
like
facial features though, but he got a tit.
he look, I'm look I'm looking at this dude. He looked like he be out there grocery shopping talking about.
Hey, bruh. So
See,
Ruka got some tit in her, bruh. She may be at the picnic, bruh. You feel me? That's her daddy,
yeah,
bruh.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
But they're talking about even refreshing her character because they're getting ready to call her up. She's probably going to come up post WrestleMania. She'll probably be the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. But
I mean, they finna
they're
polish
talking
off the
about a
storyline between her
refresh.
and Zarya too. So, I mean, but I like her
Yeah, they are.
gimmick though. But the only thing is with that her
So,
whenever you got her, Charlotte Flair, all them together, she
mhm.
blend in kind of too
And
much
so,
with that when it's blind and straight and shit.
which is why they're gonna freshen up and change her. Do a change to her personality. And so I look at that, and when I apply that to, I apply that to Oba, I apply that to Trick and Javon, how they navigate those things and whether or not they can be given a crappy story or a bad something that seems beneath them or something that's wasting their talent, and they're still able to take that thing and turn it into something that people care about tuning in and watching. That's going to make all the difference, and I believe all three of them are capable of doing that. I believe
Now,
all three of them are more than capable of doing that.
now I'm not gonna lie. I feel like they pulled Javon kind of early because the fact that he never got the
I
NXT
agree.
belt kind of fucks with me a little bit. Um, but also,
Which again, I think that's smart telling, smart storytelling. He didn't even, because again, look at that. Oba won it, Trick won it, Ethan won it, Ricky Starks won it. Yo, bruh, you bouncy and you having fun. So now, just like Sami Zayn gets to go on the hunt, and people love watching Sami Zayn chase something. Now they get to watch Javon chase his first ever championship, not on NXT, but in the big leagues. The young OG is here. I, I don't know. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
so I got a question then. I'm gonna flip you with this then,
Yeah.
right? We just got finished talking about how the black wrestlers AEW dropped the ball with. Did AEW drop the ball with Powerhouse Hobbs when he was there?
Uh, I think so. I think you just like with WWE, you have to know what you have, and you have to know how to position and use it. Um, Powerhouse Hobbs is a Powerhouse Hobbs is a Mark Henry type, um, a Mark Henry type. He's more agile, definitely. Um, but put him in there, grounding um, guys who like to fly, and let him physically impose his will on people, physically dominate them, and they have to fight from under. How can you look at a guy like that, and unless he's fighting a guy that looks like that, somehow his opponent doesn't have to fight from under?
So,
It's
so I got a question. Right, the way he
yeah,
was introduced, Royal Rumble,
hmm
right,
yeah,
came out,
hmm
Powerhouse Hobbs, Royce Keys. All right,
yeah.
don't hate the name, not knocking that. He comes out Royal Rumble. How many eliminations he have
I don't think he had any.
for a powerhouse that you just signed? Do you feel that that's an issue?
Um, Not in the Royal Rumble.
Not in the Royal Rumble for
Not
somebody
in
who's
not in
supposed
the
to
Royal
be
Rumble.
a rah. Didn't Jordan Grace when she came out last year come out and get a damn elimination? I know
How
she did.
acclimated
I know she did.
when we saw when we saw Jordan Grace a couple years ago at the Women's Royal Rumble. Jordan Grace had to slow down for the sake of everybody else because she was literally wrestling circles around them. We cannot say the same about Powerhouse Hobbs. We just can't.
So
Is
yeah,
he talented? Is he talented? Yeah. So coming into you're stepping foot into the WWE for the very first time. The very first time you're stepping in, it's the Royal Rumble. It's wild. It's chaotic. You come in, yeah, you want to come in, you want to impose your will, you want to do these things. But if there's one environment in which the unexpected could happen, it's the Royal Rumble.
Is he supposed to be a
It's
monster or no?
I don't think they've made that clear yet.
Okay, so this
I
is
think I think he should. I think he should be. I think he should be a powerhouse. I don't think he has the size to. Well,
so this is
I
this
think
is
he's.
this is the other problem I
It's
had.
gonna.
Did you see that clip for Stephanie's show?
Hmm.
And they had him up there crying.
Yeah.
Now, granted, he was telling a very touching story about his brother
Yeah.
dying for him, right? But does the
Hmm.
WWE audience ready to know him like that when the first time we seen him was the Royal Rumble and he's supposed to be this imposing figure? He eliminates no one,
Hmm.
and we haven't seen him on TV since. And then the next time we see him, he's sitting up there with two cul-de-sac motherfucking dwelling women. I'll say that. Spilling his guts out and crying. Is that the way we want to see a monster before we've seen his in-ring work? And I'm not
And
saying a black man shouldn't be vulnerable,
mm,
but I'm just saying Braun Strowman didn't get done like that. You didn't do Goldberg like that.
mm,
We're not doing deep behind the scenes cuts until we've established and got you over. That's my personal opinion. I don't know if I'm just a guy from the Vince era who feels like that's the way it should be done. But the new era is, hey, this is Oz and everybody knows the wizard. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know.
I was.
I don't know. I'm probably more of a kayfabe guy about that.
I was gonna say that's though you hit on the. I think you hit on the two big things. Um, Number one, the curtain is being pulled back, and so this is just an unfortunate byproduct, or as some people would say, it's an unfortunate byproduct. The other thing is, which again, it's important. It is important to see those to see those emotions, to find new ways, to connect with people. Because you can't,
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank
you
you
know,
for the follow.
Vince, again, look at what Vince did with African American wrestlers. It was hip hop, it was hip hop. We stealing, we were degenerates, we're vagrants, or we dancing and da 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 da.
Hold on.
There's a complexity.
We don't even want to talk
There's
about Vince because at one point in time, if we go back to the Attitude Era, which we love so much, the most segregated shit he could have did was put all the niggas in one faction with the Nation of Domination and then throw Owen Hart in there as a DEI hire. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I
Literally,
I
the
am not a
Nation
nigga.
was every wrestler of color at the time.
which which further only further solidifies my point. Black wrestlers were limited, were incredibly limited. Tell Hulk Hogan, Hulk Hogan
What's
looked like
no,
he
no,
was about to cry every time he won a championship.
no.
Huh? Yeah, he looked like he was about to cry every time he won a championship.
Oh yeah.
White wrestlers were allowed to were allowed to share, were allowed to give those various little, kind of displays. Let's fast forward to
Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick.
he who shall.
Chat. Let's rewind real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. Don't hold that thought. He did portray a black man as a pimp, but that was after he was in the Nation though. So Papa Shango he was that, then he became I forgot what he was in the Nation, and then he
Papa
became the
Shango.
Godfather. So
He
you know what I
was
mean? So he was a pimp
Kamala.
after he was in the Nation. But at one point in time, again, every person of color, I'm gonna include The Rock, him and his Samoan bloodline, was in the Nation during the Attitude Era. And we feel Ahmad Johnson Farouk, which you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. The Nation did get D'Lo Brown signed, so creating the Nation did get another black wrestler in that joint. So,
You got the real deal now.
so you know what I mean. So I'm not upset. Yeah, the bobblehead. You know what I'm saying? The bobblehead. So knowing that, you know what I mean, like. And right now we have this influx of this bad talent, and Triple H always gets, on our side of YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, they call them racist as hell. But I'm seeing an influx of talent on which they need. And again, like Merv said, as long as you and drawing dollars, because the old guard, them old European motherfuckers they got, they're all aging out. As much as everybody say Roman to me personally, I understand he's had those battles with cancers and whatnot, but he ain't really put in the full time, and he already looking about retiring. A lot of wrestlers now ain't looking to be around for those later years. CM Punk is gonna be the one of the last ones you see damn near at 50, damn near traveling hitting every town like he say. You know what I mean? The next generation, Roman's setting the blueprint right now.
You know what? Uh, There is, I believe that they're doing something. They're turning the clock back. They're turning the dial back because when you got into the attitude and aggression era, when people made comebacks, you could tell over time the Undertaker slowed down, and then all of a sudden he's only wrestling once a year, and it becomes harder and harder to suspend reality when when Undertaker when Undertaker is somehow a match, more than a match for Brock Lesnar. At a certain point, that suspension of reality becomes a little too much. So if you look now, you've got Randy Orton talking about he's going to wrestle till he's 50, and Orton looks amazing, and he has a reduced schedule. You're looking at Roman. I think Daniel Bryan's going to come back into WWE. We watch AJ work a reduced schedule. I think we're seeing the blueprint of that being changed as well. Wrestlers are they're taking better care of their bodies. It's not up and down the road with tobacco and cigarettes and and illegal substances just to cope.
No
We're
shiki
talking
baby.
physical fitness.
No
We're talking
shiki baby.
training.
Just a little bump, baby. You jabroni.
Wait a minute, is that a Iron Sheik? But
Yeah, the iron shiki baby. You
you
jabroni.
know,
You.
but I think we're seeing that blueprint to where, as these wrestlers get older, Randy Orton, CM Punk at 50, they're only going to look like they lost one step, as opposed to at 50, 52, looking like they lost three and four. And people are now having to watch TNA if you can, and watch Jeff Hardy pull off a swanton.
Oh,
Jeff is
bruh.
sandbagging those. He's sandbagging those things now, and people are slowing down for them. I love the Hardys, but they have lost three or four, 5 steps, and people are the in ring activity has slowed down for them,
Bruh,
and
Matt ass looks like
it's
it's fucked. Like, you know what I'm saying? He done fell on his ass so many times, which at some point in time, if you would have saw, like, Hulk Hogan from the leg drop has messed him up so much that at some point you would think Matt would have found something different than to fall on his ass like that every
right.
time. Cause you could tell when he walk, he is messed up. He is toe up. He is toe up.
And I think that twist of fate is now, um now it's more like a stunner thing, because then he can hold on to their neck. They can ride he can hold on to their neck and kind of ride their neck down to the ring, which can cushion that a little bit. But yeah, we're seeing them, and it's slowing down for them. But these wrestlers are taking much better care of their bodies. And I could see Randy Orton being able to walk away at 60 years old, and he's not going to need the surgeries. That we already see the improvements in that he, again, Hulk Hogan. How many back surgeries did he have?
I think like
You know
18 or something,
that
wasn't it?
those there it was a ton. Yeah,
He was like
they
18 or 30,
they
some
did
drastic
not
number.
they did not take care of their bodies. They just did not. But nowadays, that's a priority. That is an absolute priority. So these cats will be able to go for much longer. And I think and you're talking about the blueprint with Roman. I see Roman's already there. That's the direction Orton's going. That's the direction Punk is going. I
Yeah,
believe when Brian comes back,
but
that's going to be the direction that he
Roman
goes.
talking about like it's talking like 2 to 4 years and he gone.
And that's okay
And if
because
Roman
WWE.
gone in 2 to 4 years, the Usos finna be gone. Them MFT mugs finna be gone. Soon as that's gone,
Mhm.
like that whole if Roman's the part of the bloodline is holding all of them there, cause I don't know what's going on with the Rock and his situation there. Ava gone, like you know what I mean. Like once
But
Roman
now we're
leaves,
but now
bruh,
we're in a but now we're in a different place. We're in a much different place. Again, Ricky Saints, uh, Ethan Page, Javon Evans, uh, Oba Femi, Trick Williams, um, Tony D'Angelo, which I got a special place in my heart for Tony
I'm not the
D'Angelo.
biggest fan,
Um,
bro. When he came out and messed up the what's his name last, that was the weakest side throw on Saquon the other day. And also though, even though you got Ethan Page and Ricky Saints though, those are journeymen, bro. Those are journeymen. They got a lot of miles on them before they
but
got here though.
you still got you also have Dirty Dom, and and this is again also why I said you need to go and watch LFG because LFG the WWE ID program, um what's call it on that's on Tubi,
Mm.
they
Oh,
are
Evolve.
actively evolved, yeah, they are actively going, what is it, the Vanity Project,
Oh,
those
the
are
Vanity
they're
Project. They're
babies.
good. They're good.
Yeah, they're babies. They've got, and so whereas under the old regime,
Actually, you
you
know they
had
just
this
got the
small
NXT
cluster
champions,
of
don't you? You know they the NXT tag champions. You know that,
um,
right?
I haven't seen it yet,
Oh
but
damn, my bad, bro.
that
My
doesn't
bad. That
surprise me.
was,
No, that's okay though. I'm happy about that though. I'm happy about
bro.
that.
Hey,
That's a good
NXT.
to me. That's a good spoiler.
Hey,
Uh,
damn. Yeah, I don't even. NXT was popping this week. Hey, shit does not stay the same in NXT. I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna say that for Merv.
it
Shit do
changes.
not stay the same in NXT.
Mm.
Hopefully he pop in another day and we can have another convo. If he like this, are you enjoying yourself, Merv? Did you like this
Oh, for
conversation?
sure. I'm very much enjoying myself.
I appreciate
I'm
it like
very
a
much enjoying.
mug,
This is a
bruh.
blast.
I appreciate it. Bruh, we hit on a lot of topics. What time is it? I know you got to get ready to.
It's
Oh, it's
10.
10:54, bruh.
Yeah,
I kept you way
yeah,
past. I am so sorry. Uh, ooh,
yeah, it was worth it though.
it was
Did your
worth it. That's
followers
what's
enjoy?
up. That's what,
Did,
bruh. I got a new
how did
follower somewhere. People been vibing and you know it seems like they've been typing in. I ain't gonna lie, I got one person in here, Shadow. He like my backdoor producer. He be letting me know when stuff be going on. He been in the chat, so hopefully it's been a good vibe. Um, bruh, I appreciate it. I
yeah,
mean, I hate to cut it
let us
off like
know.
that, bruh. I ain't
Oh,
trying to. I ain't
we
gotta
gonna
cut it
have more
off to
time
be
to
honest
talk.
with you. But I'm trying to be aware of your time and hopefully you come back. You be like, bro, I hopped on this stream. This motherfucker held me hostage
Oh,
for 2.5 hours. Look at that. You know what I'm saying?
I was this was not wasn't held hostage at all. This was fun. We're gonna do it again. I'll definitely be back.
All right, bro. That's what's
Again,
up,
if your that is if your chat wants me back. That
bro.
is if they want me back. I know we got the brotherhood going on, but do y'all want me to come back? I hope y'all
Bruh,
do.
the chat gonna want you back, Merv. You're a very likable guy, bruh. You're a very likable guy. I hope I'm not starting no shit with that one. Hold on. Let me back up. Oh, where's my stream manager? Let's go ahead and raid out to this mug. Okay, we gonna raid out chat. I appreciate you for shooting through the open door. Hold on. We're gonna go ahead and raid out and end this mug properly. See if I can find somebody that who am I following? Appreciate chat. Threes in the chat. Threes in the chat. Please throw some threes in the chat, bro. You know, threes are free. All right. You know what I'm saying? If you follow, you get a nice set of threes as well. You know what I mean? We like that. Good things come in threes, right?
Indeed.
The hell is that? Okay, we're gonna find somebody if you're. Oh no. Who is we writing off to, bro? Can I find something decent? Hockey Gold, bruh. Same category, bruh. I don't know who you are, but 502 MB show. All right. I don't know, bro. It's Black History Month. They got an all black cast. It look like. That's where we going to. We gonna spread the love, bruh. We gonna spread it. We gonna spread it like it's some Nutella, baby. Let's get it. Hey, heart to the chat, threes to the chat. You already know what it is. Twitch is not gang signs, it's threes. There's threes on my birth certificate, chat. Twitch. So I am not a gang member. Do not classify me as that algorithm. You already know, chat. Whatever you do, do a lot of full motherfucking motion. It's OG Kill You Gently. That's OGK One. The one has been entertaining you. I appreciate Mervizzle for popping through. It is Mervizzle, right? You know what I'm saying? I call him Merv, though. I call him Merv. You know what I'm saying? Look, I gotta keep the hat on though, cause Merv keep his head shaved. I don't keep mine shaved, bro. I am a bald black man though. I'm a bald black man named Charles though. I don't like having it out. Thank you, Tyler Perry. You fucked it up for me, all right? But we already know I'm functional. We out this mug. Be easy. Threes in the chat to the 502 R&B show. Let them know where you come from. This is how we get down. Let's go. Hey, and please shoot back, follow, sub. Biddies is like titties. Everybody could appreciate a set. It doesn't matter. Have a great night, y'all. All right. Let me go end this. What's his name? I can end it from here. I'm tripping.